Welcome everyone. In this lecture we are going to see the continuation of the Kerr metric, as we have derived in the last lecture about the delta omega and delta omega star, where omega star is our conjugate of omega. Okay, so here we substitute this value in finding the value of lambda that is given in equation number 2. Okay, so let's see. Therefore lambda, that is equation 2, implies lambda is equals to del omega plus del omega star minus I del omega cross del omega star. Here is the cross product is this, that is del omega cross del omega star. This is a cross product divided by 1 plus del omega into del omega star. Now we can write this is equals to, we substitute the value of del omega here, r bar minus I a cap upon omega, and del omega star value r bar plus I a cap upon w star. Okay, so we have r bar minus I a cap upon omega in a bracket plus the value of del omega star is r bar plus I a cap upon w star minus I del omega cross del w star. So we take the cross product of these two terms. So r bar minus I a cap upon omega cross r bar plus I a cap upon omega star. And we have in a divided by, this is divided by 1 plus the value of this del omega is r bar minus I a cap upon omega, this is in a bracket, into r bar plus I a cap upon omega star. Okay, so now we solve this. We can take the common omega star from these terms. Okay, so taking common we have, that is equals to 1 upon omega into omega star, that is we take omega into omega star as a common. So in a bracket we have r bar minus I a cap plus r bar plus I a cap. Okay, as here we take the omega common, so we have in the multiplication here omega star into in the multiplication of r plus I a cap we have omega. Okay, minus I, taking common omega star, so we have only the cross product here of these two terms, r bar minus I a cap cross r bar plus I a cap. So I a cap cross product with r bar plus I a cap, and in a denominator we have, if we take 1 upon omega star, again common from the denominator term, so we have in a bracket taking the cross product w omega into omega star here, so omega into omega star plus r bar minus I a cap into r bar plus I a cap. This is in a dot product. Okay, and in a denominator we have w star, which is common here. Okay, so these terms get cancelled and we have r bar minus I a cap into omega star plus r bar plus I a cap into omega minus I, in a bracket we have r bar minus I a cap cross product with r bar plus I a cap. Okay, and in divide we have omega into omega star plus r bar minus I a cap in bracket r bar plus I a cap. Okay, so this is our lambda. Now since we know that since omega is equals to rho plus I into sigma, okay, omega will be is equals to rho plus I into sigma. This is by equation 12. Okay, so omega star equals to what? It is equals to rho minus I into sigma, right? By equation 12 here. Okay, and also the omega into omega star will be equals to what? It is 1 modulus of omega square. That is when we multiply z into z bar. Okay, by its conjugate, that is z into its conjugate will be equals to the modulus of z square. So same here we have omega into omega star. This is a complex quantity and therefore its product will be equals to the modulus of omega its square. Okay, so modulus will be here. So modulus of omega its square. Now therefore lambda will be equals to, also we open the bracket of the cross product here, r bar minus I a cap, that is we take the r bar cross r bar, and what is here the cross product is a cross b, where a and b are vectors. So a bar cross b bar will be the magnitude of a into magnitude, simple multiplication of magnitude of a into magnitude of b into sine theta is there. Okay, so when they are perpendicular, okay, so whenever they are perpendicular then sine theta will be is equals to 0. Okay, so here when we take r bar cross k bar, right, so r bar cross k bar, or we can say that r bar cross r bar. Okay, so when r bar cross r bar is there, so the cross product of r bar cross r bar will be equals to what? Because the angle between r and r will be equals to 0, right? Because when we have the perpendicular terms. Okay, so this is r and this r bar cross r bar, or we can say I, j, k as xyz component. Then in this case when we take I cross I, so angle between the I and the vector itself on the ith component will be 0. Okay, so here the position vector r bar, this is our position vector. Now this r bar will be equals to 0. Okay, so we have here when this r bar equals to 0, we have this will be equal to 0, right? And thus we can say that this is equals to 0. Then what this implies, that angle is 0, therefore sine theta is 0, therefore the cross product will be equals to 0. Okay, so when we multiply this r bar into r bar, that is when we take when we solve this bracket terms, r bar minus I a cap into r bar plus I a cap, what we have, we take r bar cross r bar, so this term will be equals to 0. Then r bar cross, then we have plus r this r bar into I a k cap, so I a r bar cross k cap is here, then minus I a k cap into r bar is here, so there is a cross product. So when we multiply, that is also note that when a bar cross b bar will be equals to minus b bar cross a bar, okay, in a cross product. So here minus a k cap cross r bar is here, so when we interchange, so it is a plus sign, that is when we take k bar cross r bar as r bar cross k cap, then this is going to be a plus sign. Okay, so we open this bracket and substitute the value of omega star will be equals to mod of w square, and we substitute the value of omega star as rho minus I sigma. Here omega is equals to rho plus I sigma. Okay, so we get here lambda will be equals to, okay, all this quantity will be in a rough work is here. Now we write the value of lambda, that is equals to the value of omega star is rho minus I sigma into r bar minus I a cap, r bar minus I a cap, plus the value of omega is rho plus I sigma into r bar plus I a cap, okay, minus I, and we open this bracket term, so we open with a cross product, so it is in a bracket we have r bar cross r bar plus I a r bar cross k cap minus I a k cap cross r bar minus I a square k cap cross r k cap cross k cap. Okay, so see here we are taking r bar, firstly we are taking the product of r bar into r bar, okay, cross product, then we open this bracket r bar with I a k cap, so r bar into I a as I a r bar cross k cap. then minus sign with the r bar. That is a cross product of k cap cross r bar. Then minus into plus is minus sign, and I into I is I square. So here we have I square. Okay, then a into a is a square. Then we have k cap cross k cap. Okay, and noting this, that we have to notice that a bar cross a bar will be equals to 0. Noting this, because the angle sine theta will be equals to 0 in this case. So noting this, we have r bar cross r bar, this term is equals to 0, and this term is also equal to 0. Okay, so this is equals to 0. We substitute here, and also we write a bar cross b bar equals to minus b bar cross a bar. So k bar cross r bar, if we interchange this, then we have the r bar cross k cap. Okay, so we write here this as rho minus I sigma, and we have to write in a denominator that w into w star will be mod of w square plus r bar minus I a cap into r bar plus I a cap. Okay, also we have to open this bracket, so we open in the here in the next step. So rho minus I sigma r bar minus I a cap plus rho plus I sigma r bar plus I a cap, and here it is minus I, in bracket we have here this term will be 0, this term will be 0, and when we interchange, so it is a plus sign here. So IA plus I is our twice IA r bar cross k cap. Okay, so this is our term here. Now in a denominator we have mod of w square, mod of omega square plus, now we open this bracket. So here we have the simple product is here. So this r bar is our real quantity, and this is our imaginary quantity. This is our real and this is imaginary. So here a minus b, a plus b formula we can apply it here. So r bar into r bar will be equals to r square, and ia cap whole bracket square will be equals to minus a cap. Okay, so we have here, that is we apply here the formula of a minus b and a plus b. So we have r bar square minus ia cap its square, so that is equals to r square plus a square. Okay, so we write here, because I square is minus 1, so minus minus getting plus here. So we have here, this is, we write here 1 upon omega square plus this term is r square plus a square. Okay, so we are taking the denominator and we write this whole numerator in a bracket term. So in a bracket we have, now we can multiply this row to this bracket also, that is we open the bracket here. So rho into r bar minus rho into minus ia rho into k cap minus I sigma into r bar minus minus plus here plus I square, I into I is I square, a sigma into k cap. Okay, plus we open this bracket, so rho into r bar plus rho into plus ia rho into k cap plus because I sigma into r bar is plus I sigma into r bar plus again, because plus into plus is plus sigma, in that is I into I is I square a sigma k cap. Okay, minus I into I is I square, so minus minus getting here plus, and in a bracket we have twice a r bar cross k cap. Okay, now here we can observe this term here, minus I sigma r bar, I sigma r bar, so this get cancelled here. Okay, also here minus I a rho k cap, and here we have I a rho into cap. Okay, this term will be cancelled. Okay, and therefore this term get cancelled. We have rho r bar plus rho r bar, this term will be get added. So rho r bar plus rho r bar is our twice rho r bar. Also I square sigma k cap is here, and here also I square a sigma k cap, that is these terms are equal. Okay, so I square is minus, so minus this getting plus here, so minus twice a sigma k cap, plus this term is remaining, so twice a r bar cross k cap. Okay, this is in a bracket, and outside the bracket we have this denominator 1 upon omega square plus r square plus a square. This is the value of lambda here. Okay, now we can simplify this term by taking 2 common from this term, and therefore we write 2 rho r bar minus a sigma k cap minus, here it is a plus a r bar cross k cap. Okay, and therefore this is equals to, in a denominator we have mod of omega square plus r square plus a square. Now we use to simplify this again, the value of lambda, we use the equation 12 and 15, that is about the equation which is about omega into omega star. We multiply this equation, that is the value of omega and omega star, and we find the value of omega square, and also we find from equation 15 the value of rho square. Okay, so see how we can simplify here. So we can simplify this by noting from equation 12 and 15. Okay, so we note this equation, that is omega into omega star, which is given as, the value of omega in equation 12 is given as r square minus a square minus twice I a z to the power 1 upon 2. So the value of omega star, that is here is the complex term present, so we take the complex conjugate of this term. So we have r square minus a square plus twice I a into z whole to the power 1 upon 2. This is from equation 12. Okay, now we can write this as equals to, we can take both the terms inside the under root, and as these are the complex conjugate of each other, therefore we can apply the formula here by taking this term as the first term and this term as the second term. So this is a minus b into a plus b formula we use here. So this gives a, the value of this is modulus of omega square. Now this is equals to what? This is equals to r square minus a square whole bracket square minus twice I a z, that is the square of this term, and this is inside the under root. Okay, because this is all the powers are 1 upon 2, so the whole power to be 1 upon 2, that is equals to r square minus a square whole bracket square plus, because I square is minus 1, so minus minus plus, and the value of 2 square is 4 into a square z square, and whole bracket to the power 1 upon 2. We give this as equation number 18. Now we write from 15, that is from 15 we solve for the rho square. So rho square will be is equals to r square minus a square upon 2 plus, in a bracket, r square minus a square whole bracket square upon 4 plus a square into z square whole to the power 1 upon 2. This is our, from equation 15 we have the value of rho square. Now we multiply here, multiplying by 2 we get rho square will be equals to, what is the rho square equals to, that is 2 rho square equal to r square minus a square plus, if we multiply this by 2, and 2 is getting inside this square root, so it is 4. So 4 get cancelled, and we have in a multiplication 4a square z square. So r square minus a square whole square plus 4a square into z square. This is inside the square root, that is to the power 1 upon 2. We give this as a equation number 9. We take this 2 rho square r square minus a square, because we require this term. This term will be present in equation 18. Okay. So we write this, we take this term r square minus a square to the left hand side. So we have 2 rho square minus r square plus a square that is equal to r square minus a square whole bracket square plus 4a square z square whole bracket to the power 1 upon 2. So this is the value of this term will be equals to this. So we substitute the value of this term in equation 18. Okay, so we give this as equation number 19 and we use equation 19 in equation 18. Equation 18 therefore implies mod of omega square will be equals to 2 rho square minus r square plus a square. Now here we can add and subtract the a square. So 2 rho square minus r square plus a square minus a square plus a square. Okay, so the value of mod of omega square plus r square plus a square will be equals to 2 rho square minus r square plus a square minus a square plus a square plus r square plus a square. Okay, so this r square get cancelled, minus a square get cancelled, and therefore we get 2 rho square plus a square will be equals to twice a square. Okay, so since we required that this term, because rho square requires in a multiplication of rho there will be 2, so we required here 2 should be common, and therefore rho square minus a square, that is we require this type of term here. Okay, so here for this we subtract and add the a square in a modulo omega square. Okay, and also we require this term in the value of lambda which is given in a denominator. Okay, so for this we take the addition of r square plus a square. Okay, so simplifying this we get this 2 rho square minus a square, and we can take now here it is a plus sign because a square is plus twice a square. Okay, so rho square plus a square, we have this term of the denominator of lambda. Now we give this as a equation number 20. Okay, therefore equation 17, which is our equation 17 is given to this lambda term. Okay, that were simplified in the simplified form. Okay, so we substitute the value of this denominator in this equation 17. So we have lambda will be equals to 2 rho r bar minus a sigma k cap plus a r bar cross k cap upon the value of this bracket term will be equals to this 2 rho square plus a square. Here 2 get cancelled, and now we can take the common row from this bracket term. So rho upon rho square plus a square, and in a bracket we have, as taking row common, so we have here r bar minus, we have taken the common row, so it is in a denominator of the second term, also in the denominator of the third term. So minus a sigma upon rho k cap plus a upon rho r bar cross k cap. Now since we know that rho upon rho square plus a square r bar, since the value of sigma will be equals to minus az upon rho from the equation 13. Okay, from 13 we have the value of sigma will be equals to this. So substitute this value here. So minus into minus is getting plus, a into a is a square, z upon rho. So z upon rho square k cap plus a upon rho r bar cross k cap. Okay. Now we solve for the cross product of r bar cross k cap, and also for the, we find the, this is the value of lambda, but we find this value in terms of ijk, and so that we get the component, that is lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. Okay. So as we know that r bar will be is equals to x comma y comma z, that is equals to, we write the position vector of r bar as xy in terms of xyz, and that is written in the vector form as xi cap plus yj cap plus z k cap. Okay, so now therefore we can write the cross product r bar cross k cap as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap cross product with k cap. Okay, so that is equals to, now we take x I bar cross k bar, k cap, I cap cross k cap plus y j cap cross k cap plus z k cap cross k cap. As we have said that the when the cross product is with itself, then this is equals to 0. And also in a cyclic notation, here it is I, then j, then k. The cross product of I cross k is in a inverse, that is it is anti-clockwise. So for this I cross k cap will be equals to, this gives minus j cap because this is a anti-clockwise rotation, and the cross product of j cross k will give you I. Okay, so we write this as j cross k will give a, I cross k will give a minus j, so minus x j cap, okay, minus is here, plus y j cross k will give you I, so I cap, plus this term is equals to 0. Okay, so we have the r bar cross k cap will be equals to minus x j cap plus y I. Okay, this is r bar cross k cap. Now also we can write this value of r bar here as xi plus yj plus zk. We substitute this value here, so lambda will be equals to rho upon rho square plus a square. In a bracket we have xi plus yj plus zk cap. Okay, all here is a cap, plus a square into z upon rho square k cap plus a upon rho r bar cross k cap is our this value minus xj plus yi. Okay, so by comparing this ith term, that is the taking the common with this ith term, we have to write the components of lambda, that is the, as we have written xyz will be equals to xi plus yj plus zk. So the terms of that is a unit vector, the coefficient of the unit vector x will be our first component, the unit vector components of the unit vector j is our second component, and the coefficient of the kth component, that is kth vector, is our third component. So in terms of components, we write lambda 1 will be is equals to, lambda 1 means first component, which is the coefficient of the ith vector. Okay, so here in the coefficient of ith vector it is rho upon rho square plus a square into x, and here it is y is here present. Okay, so we write this rho, that is this rho upon rho square plus a square will multiply to this side. Okay, so we have rho into x plus ay upon rho square plus a square. That is when rho is multiplied inside the bracket, so this rho get cancelled with this rho, and therefore we have a into y, that is this is a coefficient of ith vector. Okay, so ay is here and rho into x will be here. Okay, so this is our first component lambda 1. Now lambda 2 will be equals to the coefficient of the jth vector, so rho into y plus minus x, that is if we multiply this rho again here, so we have minus a x upon rho. Okay, so lambda 2 will be equals to rho y minus ax upon rho square plus a square, and the lambda 3 will be equals to what? That is the component of rho square plus a square into z k cap, and here it is again a k cap. Okay, so rho upon rho square plus a square into z in a bracket, that is this is our kth component, so we write z plus a square upon z, a square z upon rho square. Okay, So we have lambda 3 will be rho upon rho square plus a square, and in a bracket we have z plus a square z upon rho square. Okay, this is in a bracket. Now we can take the z common from these two terms. So here we have rho z upon rho square plus a square, and in bracket we have 1 plus a square upon rho square. So multiplying this rho square to 1, we have here rho into z, rho square plus a square, and in a denominator we have rho square plus a square upon rho square. Okay, so this term get cancelled and this rho get cancelled with this rho. So we have z upon rho. Okay, so the third component of lambda will be z upon rho. So first is our rho x plus ay upon rho square plus a square. Lambda 2 will be equals to rho y minus ax upon rho square plus a square, and lambda 3 will be equals to z upon rho. And these components of lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 we can compare with the component with the lambda 1 equals to x upon r, lambda 2 equals to y upon r, comma lambda 3 equals to z upon r, and also the degenerate form of the matrix, that is L0 square, which is a real part of gamma, that is real part of gamma is given, and which is nothing but our 1 upon r. Okay, so by comparing this equation we can form the that is we can put this values in a Eddington form of the Schwarzschild solution, and then the Schwarzschild solution will give a line element of our Kerr matrix. Okay, so let us substitute the value of, by comparing this lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 with x upon r, y upon r and z upon r. So we have get here the value of x upon r, that is the first component of lambda, y upon r, that is the second component of the lambda, and z upon r, that is the third component of lambda. Okay, so we write our Eddington form. So finally we substitute the values, specified in equation 6 and 7, that is in a degenerate form of the matrix. Then the line element given in equation 10 will be taken the form, that is we have to substitute here, we substitute the value of L0 square, that is equals to 1 upon r, that is a real part of gamma, which is given as L0 square. We find the value of this in the form L0 square will be equals to rho cube upon rho to the power 4 plus a square z square, and also we substitute the components values, that is lambda 1 equals to x upon r, lambda 2 equals to 1 upon r, lambda 3 equals to z upon r, which is given in equation number 8. Okay, so our line element in equation 8 will transform to, therefore ds square, that is equals to dx0 bar, dx0 square minus dx square minus twice m upon r dx0 plus x dx plus y dy plus z dz upon r whole bracket square, that is equals to dx0 square minus dx square minus twice m upon r in a bracket dx0 plus x upon r dx plus y upon r dy plus z upon r dz whole bracket square. Now that is equals to dx0 square minus dx square minus twice m upon r. The value of 1 upon r will be L0 square, and that is given by rho cube upon this term. Okay, so we write here rho cube upon rho square, rho to the power 4 plus a square into z square. In a bracket dx0 will be equals dx0 as it is plus x upon r. X upon r is our lambda 1 dx plus lambda 2 dy plus lambda 3 dz whole bracket square. So we will substitute the value of lambda 1 as rho x plus ay upon rho square plus a square, the value of lambda 2 rho y minus ax upon rho square plus a square, and the value of lambda 3 as z upon rho. So we have here that is equals to, this line element will be in the form dx0 square minus dx square minus twice m rho cube upon rho to the power 4 plus a square into z square dx0 plus the value of lambda 1 is rho upon a square plus rho square in bracket x dx plus y, we can write this as rho x plus ay upon rho square plus a square dx plus the value of lambda 2 as rho y minus ax upon a square plus rho square dy plus the value of lambda 3 z upon rho dz. Okay, whole bracket, it's square. Now this is equals to dx0 square minus dx square minus twice m rho cube upon rho to the power 4 plus a square z square. Now this dx0 will be as it is. We can take the term as rho upon rho square plus a square common, and the term a upon rho square plus a square, that is we separate this numerator rho x upon rho square plus a square and plus ay upon rho square plus a square. Okay, so plus rho upon rho square plus a square, this term taking common from this two terms, so we have x dx and here y dy plus y dy. Now again here a upon rho square plus a square taking common, so a upon rho square plus a square, and in bracket we have y into dx minus x into dy, that is again taking from this term a upon a square plus rho square common. So we have y dx minus x dy plus z upon rho dz as it is, and whole bracket square. Okay, so this is our line element, and this line element is called as the Kerr metric. So this is the form of Kerr metric. And what this represent? This represent the axially symmetric, that is line element of axially symmetric rotating body. Okay, so here we have completed our topic Kerr metric. Thank you everyone.